You are, it seems, a man of many skills. A rare combination.
Approximately, how much do you make a week?
Nice, not bad. Okay, well, let's get back into this weekly breakdown here. So this was Cbdt. This was one of the names I called out a few weeks ago on my story. Big move to the upside. This is a golden setup in my opinion. If you see a stock that's hitting a level like this, it was hitting 38 cents multiple times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a bunch of times in this resistance zone, and then it's also making higher highs into the resistance. That's a bullish sign. And then what happened here was we got the massive breakout. It ended up going over 400% from where I called it out from. Beautiful trade. I would not want to be a buyer up here. It is way too far extended. I'm going to be posting a video later on how to tell when a stock's getting too extended. Keep an eye out for that. Overall, this was just an example, great example of a great trading setup, and it provided an absolutely massive opportunity. 400%. That's crazy. So here we have fans. This is similar to the sports gambling stocks like SCR and Bragg. So very bullish chart here. Overall, I think the sector is definitely going higher. The names like fans, SCR, and Bragg, I think we'll likely see leading up into legalization. Once it fully gets passed by Senate, we're going to expect higher prices to come in these stocks, in my opinion. Now, I wouldn't want to be a buyer up here again because it's too extended, but to be honest, the overall thesis behind this trade is very bullish. So I do very much so like fans. Apha, big volume climax situation. This was one of the marijuana names in the sector that happens to be one of the weaker names. It participated in the run for sure. We got a massive 300% move. Volume climax, it crashes down. I want to now see it play in this range from $18 to $28. If it could stay in this range, then I think we could potentially make another leg up. But in the meanwhile, I would be looking to not so much be trading Apha because it could get a little choppy in that area. Pypl, beautiful name, beautiful company. The chart's awesome, massive uptrend. If we look at the weekly time frame, this stock has been uptrending since its inception. Like it's awesome. So I wouldn't be really looking towards getting a nice solid entry. I, to be honest, would play this as like a weekly buy in my RRSP, or a weekly or bi-weekly, whenever you could afford, picking up a few shares of Pypl, adding that to your portfolio and just building a massive position. I think the stock's super bullish. I think eventually, through consolidation as it goes, it could end up being one of those stocks at $1,000 a share one day. Would not be surprised. So I would be thinking very long term on Pypl. Great stock. NLS, great stock. My buddy Chris called this out. Down here on a perfect opportunity with the inverse head and shoulders. It's been ripping since. 62% since that call out. I happened to add this recently in my RSP because I believe there's a nice play coming up for earnings. Nautilus is one of the companies that manufactures Bowflex and at-home gym equipment. 2020, that sector was very much so booming. So everyone was getting at-home gym workout equipment. So I really think that this will have a bullish earnings and we'll see a nice follow through. We have a nice bullish cup and handle pattern, and it's starting to create a wedge. If we zoom into the 2-hour, bull break out of the cup and handle, and now we're starting to consolidate sideways into a wedge formation. I'm looking to see a nice bull break to the upside on NLS. Glxy. So with Glxy, this is a regular phenomenon that's been happening with Glxy. It'll rip 100+%, pull back to the 20 EMA, rip, pull back to the 20 EMA, rip, pull back, and you know what it's about to do next. So this stock follows crypto. they hold Bitcoin. So it's going to consolidate when crypto consolidates. It's going to have massive moves, irrational moves to the upside, but expected to also correct to the downside. I've been holding Glxy for a long while. I'm expecting it to come back to this 20 EMA and build up a nice base, and then it's going to make its next launch up to potentially $30+. That's my prediction on Glxy. I'm super bullish, love the stock, love the company, love the leaders in the company. Everything's bullish on it. Tbix. This is a great looking stock. So shout out to Rick, my mentor. He had an interview with the CEO of this company. You could check it out at his YouTube at Fit Traders. So we got a bullish bull flag here. Like, this stock looks like it's about to rip, man. I like it. I think I want to get a position in here. First target is $1.50, and from here, that's a 69% trade. 69%. I'm down. I'm down for that. To be honest, the overall thesis and behind the company, like the fundamentals behind it, are pretty bullish in my opinion. I like this company, and I'm looking forward to see like what could happen with the stock. GM. So General Motors was pretty bullish since the Corona crash. I did not know that. I did not see this stock once, but it's bullish right now. We're starting to see a nice ascending wedge or ascending triangle form up here at the $56 to $48 range. It's playing in that range. We want to see it hold this bottom trend line. If not, we want to see it hold this higher low that it has made at $48. If it doesn't hold there, I think it will likely get a reaction at the previous all-time high and use that as demand. That's what I'd be looking for on GM. FLT, the drone delivery company. Okay, so this was previous resistance. We happened to break over. We now want to see that act as support. Every time the stock has made its move, it's came back to the 20 EMA, made a nice move, came back. We want to see that also happen with FLT. Super bullish. Keep in mind though, if this does not hold this previous all-time high or this previous resistance, and if it doesn't act as support now, I'd expect this to continuously fall back downward to the downside because there is not much support. That's my thoughts on FLT. UAV, don't really like this stock at all. Really penny stock. Looks like it's terrible with volume. I am not a fan of the look. It looks like it's shaping up something bullish, but not enough volume for me personally. Fire, another marijuana name that happened to get caught up in that one, the weed week. That's what I called it. That week was bullish. Every marijuana stock was ripping a couple weeks ago. This one ripped 300%, and it gave it pretty much almost all of it back. It's at 50% now. I don't really like playing weaker names in a sector. I like to stick to the main names. So I'd look at CGC, GTII, maybe a few different lead American names because the Americans are going to want to legalize, right? I would check out some bigger names. Fire is probably not one of the names that's going to give you that consistent, reliable return. We have PLM. I'm starting to see a nice cup here on PLM. We have a resistance zone at $5.80 something cents. So keep in mind that we might have a move up here to get up there, but there's going to be resistance. There's been rejections from that level before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I would look to play another name, but if you're already in, congrats. You're definitely making some decent money on this way up because it looks like it's uptrending here. SOS, this name is like, I would not play this name in my opinion. Again, lack of volume. But we have gotten some interest recently, but it ran right into resistance and got the rejection. If it creates a bullish pattern, I would then maybe get interested, but it looks like an inverse ETF, to be honest, dude. The last time it made a move like that, like this, where it made a big impulsive move, it just fizzled out and continued the downtrend. That's what I'm looking to see happen again here on SOS. Same thing with BBI, not a big name. There's absolutely massive supply in this stock, which is why it keeps just downtrending. There's no buyers and there's way too many shares. It just keeps getting shot down. Not a fan. There's way better opportunity. I would ignore this stock. OGI, another one of those marijuana names, I believe, but huge volume climax here, as you could see, makes a big rush to the upside. We see the big volume climax, and then absolute shot down. I would not be focusing on this name just because there's better opportunity out there currently in different sectors. HDUP, here we have an OTC stock, penny stock. I don't like playing these names, but I like this trend line that it's holding. This is our resistance at 19 cents. If it holds this trend line into that resistance, I'd expect a break to the upside. TSNP, big move to the upside here, and then it has a sharp correction. What I like though is the bullish engulfing candlestick that just came across with the gap up. I'd expect there to be gains taken in this range just because there was previous confluence in this area. It was supposed to act as a demand and it fell through. I'm going to expect it to act as supply. And it also lines up with the fibs if you line everything up here. So if we bring that all out, it could come up to the golden pocket, but this 0.5 fib retracement is also lined up with that supply zone. I'd expect there to be some stall there. HUT is one of those crypto equity names. Could be very bullish at times. You want to be in it when it's showing you the sign. So on the daily time frame, if we look here, you'd want to be obviously a buyer in this range. If we zoom into the 4 hour, actually it'll give us a better look. We had a wedge. So you want to play the names in that time frame. Breaks the wedge, and then you ride the 20 EMA up. So it's fighting the 20 EMA, but then when it breaks over, it uses it as support, and then it breaks its way up. This is a bullish stock, but I wouldn't want to be a buyer right now unless it creates a nice bull flag. If it creates something along the lines of this in that range while the 20 EMA catches up, then I'd be a buyer. If the crypto sector is going to pop, names like HUT, Glxy, Riot, Hive, those names are going to rip. So keep those ones on your crypto watch list. DNN, this name looks like it had a volume climax just now. Let's check out the daily. Yeah, looks like it. I'd expect this name to come back down. It ran into resistance. I'd expect it to come down. I wouldn't really want to be trading this name, to be honest. There's better opportunity out there. CTXR, it's starting to cup. I like how it's starting to cup around here, but to be honest, it's going to run into resistance at this 275 level, which is only, it's a 30% trade. There is some opportunity. It is getting extended. I would not want to be a buyer of this stock until it gave me an opportunity, and I don't really see an immediate buying opportunity that's safe in my opinion. So I would just hold off for now. If you're already in, you're laughing. You're getting up all those gains, right? So congrats if you're already in. Cbdt. Oh, that was the last one. Okay, so there's the weekly ticker breakdown for this week. Peace, guys.